Alright guys, we're in video tutorial number 3 here, and in this one we're going to add the door detail to our floor plan. So what I want you to do is go into layer properties and create a door layer. I've used yellow. Yellow is the color which we would attribute to wood anyway, so I'm using yellow. And then we're going to, I've got a line weight of 30 here, and I've used just a continuous line type, so please go and add that detail. I've gone back to my window detail as well, and I've added also a 0.30 line weight to it. Alright, so we're going to go back here, and we're going to start to construct the door. All we need for this in the floor plan is the door frame detail. The 100 by 100 by 50 here is perfect. How we're going to do this is literally create the door frame on both sides of the wall. We're going to position them accordingly, and then we are going to then use the positioning to create the door swing, and you'll see what I mean by that now. So let's go ahead and create that door frame. So I'm going to use a little block here by 100 by 100, and you'll see I'll do this quite quickly. I'm going to go, I'll just draw inside, it's fine, 100 by 100, enter, there's the block. I'm going to explode those, explode the edges, right, so I can select them individually, and I'm going to offset by 50 on the edges that I need to. So I'm going to bring this in 50, and I'm going to bring this in 50, right? There we go. Take my trimmer, and I should be able to then trim accordingly, and I've created the spec for my door frame. Now what I'm going to do here is I'm going to then go join, highlight, join, enter, and I should now have made the spec exactly what it needs to be. Now we know, and here's a little trick, if you want to measure something, you can check the distance of something by going from this point there to this point there. Gives us 1,000. So we know that this edge over here, this edge on the outside, needs to be 1,000 meters away from its corresponding edge on the other side, the corresponding or adjacent door frame on the other side. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to take this, I'm going to copy it, enter. I'm going to copy it from here, from this point, this edge across 1,000. Okay, enter. Now the problem is obviously that we are in the wrong orientation. So then I'm going to type in the word term flip, right? What edge I want to flip this one, enter, and I want to flip along. Hold on, let's do that again. Flip. Let's do it one more time. Type in the flip command. Sorry, not the flip command. I want to type in mirror. Excuse me. The mirror command. Enter. I'm going to select it. Enter. Then I'm going to flip on this edge here. And you can see if I just move my mouse in the fashion, in this sort of fashion, it will flip it. Then it says, do I want to erase the source object? So the original one. And I'm going to say Y, or you can click on yes. So then it removes it. Now, this door frame, if you look at it and we measure it by distance, from there, from center to center, should be 1,000. Now it's placed perfectly. Now we're going to add in a separate little rectangle to create the door. So I'm going to take this. Now the door, we know if it's closed, it's going to sit in this little slot perfectly. So I'm going to go from that corner to create the door. So the door is now shut, closed. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to open the door and then create the arc for the door. How am I going to do that? Well, I'm going to type in the word rotate, enter. Now, it will rotate on this point over here. That's where the hinge will sit. So I'm going to click on it, enter, click there, and I can just rotate. So let's do that again one more time. Rotate. That's the object, enter. I want to rotate on that point. So then I'll just swing my mouse around until I get it open. We want to open the door inward. There it is. Now, because the door is positioned in the middle here, it's irrelevant whether we open to the left or whether we open to the right, okay? So I'm going to then, before we move this, excuse me, we're going to then create an arc. We're going to go center, start, end, right? The arc we want we want to start the arc at that point over there. We're going to move it across to that point there, and we're going to bring it across to its corresponding point over there. Right, we're then going to take the door, right, and we are going to make a copy of it because we need two. So I'm going to move it across over here. Then we can start to place. So let's go place this up the top here. I'm going to type highlight, type in move, or M for move, and then I'm going to take the center point because we need to align the center of this edge to the center of the wall. So let's go find the center of the wall there, the triangle, snap, there we go. Everything is in perfect positioning. We're then going to go move this to this positioning over here, and we'll know that we want to open up to the short side of the wall. The short side of the wall is where we want to open up. So I'm going to copy, or move, sorry, not copy. I'm going to move in this case. Highlight M, move, enter. Sorry, let's do that again. Move, enter. We're going to go snap on the center mark, center point, and we're going to go put it on the center point here. There we go. So it's in place. So we have the convention to show that there was a wall there originally, but now we have got a door, and the door swinging perfectly. So those are the doors done. In the next tutorial, what we'll do is we'll go and add in all the plumbing detail that is necessary for the floor plan.